Hey, I'm Aspen.
And I'm Ubu.
And this is Movie Grits,
a movie podcast where we talk about everything except the movie we're watching.
And today, we're watching
The Lion King 2019.
Okay, on with the show!
Alright, the movie begins in... Hold on. 3, 2, 1...
Turn that
Crap, the volume's
way
too high.
down.
I don't want to hear any of this movie. It sucks. I haven't even seen it and I know it sucks.
For anyone listening, today's Movie Grits is Snack Movie Grits. I have some assorted nuts.
And I've got some mashed potatoes.
You do?
No.
I was like, where'd you get mashed potatoes?
I tried to think of the least crunchy thing possible as I crunch into the mic. I got nachos.
Nachos. So grab a snack and just crunch away with us because...
This is the hating on live-action soulless corporate Disney while crunching nachos and nuts ASMR podcast.
I am super curious how this movie is 2 hours long. I'm kind of scared.
How long was the original?
An hour and a half. Because it's a kid's movie.
Isn't that... Yeah, it's longer. Why?
I don't know. And I know they cut stuff out of this version, so I don't know what we're in for. Maybe this is like, the intro thing is like 20 minutes long.
They just draw out like the last note of Circle of Life. And they're just like 5 extra minutes. It's like Circle of Life, and we're still watching animals come to Pride Rock.
Yeah, because the elephants are gonna take forever. We know that.
Yeah, they're gonna step on something, and it'll go boo 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 boo.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be 20 minutes long. This is already longer.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I already
cute.
feel like my age is increasing exponentially.
That's a good question. What's your favorite animal?
Manatee.
Really?
I loved manatees growing up, and I haven't really thought of anything to like one up them, you know, up on that hill.
That's cool.
What about?
That's cool.
They're just so docile and adorable.
They're the elephants of the sea, or they're the cows of the sea, but they come from
sea
elephants.
cows, yeah.
Because they got little elephant feet. If you look,
I don't really have feet, but
well, they're flippers. They have like little nails, like where their elephant feet used to be. It's cute.
I see what you're saying.
Look up manatee flipper. It's cute. You'll love it.
I mean, I've seen it before, but
Well, look
yeah,
good
viewer.
and good.
I'm guessing you're saying that to the viewer.
I'm saying it to anyone who's listening.
I hate how he has like rhubarb instead of like a fruit that he can crack on the kid's head.
I honestly thought it was like guts.
And he just... There should have been a shot where he just like walks by a gazelle, just goes...
Yes, like what is that?
Keeps walking. Hello, my wife. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
My honey.
Rafiki, this is my ragtime gal.
Yeah, where's that? Come on. Already worse movie. Oh, it's so cute. Even though it looks so fake, I just see Chip when I look at this thing.
I just look at I look at it and I see marketable flocked Funko Pop. Dude, there was this one time I went to the video store and I had money and I was like, you know what? I need to bolster my Blu-ray collection. And I was like, oh, dude, they got Lion King. I love Lion King. And I was walking up to the register and I looked down at it and stopped and noticed it was the quote-unquote live-action one. And I immediately turned around and put it back on the shelf. And I felt, even though I didn't make a mistake, you know, I didn't buy it or anything, I felt betrayed.
Yeah.
I was like, they almost got me with this piece of garbage.
Yep.
That's what they want to do. They want people to be like, oh, it's the same thing, but better. But it's not, it's worse. It's
My question is, why would all these animals care if there's a new Lion King? Because, like, all of these animals
that's the
would be
king.
eaten
That's the circle of life, Aspen.
by the lion.
The lions might eat the gazelle, but when the lion dies, it's absorbed into the grass, and the grass eats
The gazelle?
and then the grass also eats the gazelle, and then vegetation just conquers the world, and that's the circle of life.
Wow, that's crazy.
I want that little shrew to go. I
I need someone to do it, please.
I want everyone in this movie to do it. That's the only thing that will redeem it. But unfortunately, it was released like 5 years ago, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They don't have the option to do that again.
Is that a real rat thing?
I don't know. You mean like the species, or like are you asking if it's a real rat thing?
No, I'm thinking it's CGI'd, and I'm like, this would be the easiest animal to record.
I'm pretty sure all of it's CGI.
That's such a cringe moment.
Mm-hmm.
And they say it's not animation; it's all CGI.
That was no, they didn't even call it CGI. The part of the marketing was it's not live action, but it's not animated. It's its own thing. And it's like, no, it's animated.
It's just CGI.
You just made animation that's trying to look real.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it not like, animation.
It's saying like realism art isn't art because it's realistic art. It's like,
it'd be like saying the Muppets isn't live action.
Yeah.
Because that's not an actual frog. That's felt. It's something. It's a new thing. It's like, no, it's a real puppet.
Yeah.
SMH. John Oliver in place of Rowan Atkinson.
I know.
He's like, hello, it's me, John Zoo. And instead of like, imagine if Zazu flew in and he went, it's me, Zazu.
That would be horrifying, I would have to say, unfortunately.
Scar pounces at him and he just goes,
so he's like, I haven't seen Lion King since I was, I don't know, a child. So is Zazu like a double agent? No.
He's like the retainer for Mufasa.
Oh,
the reason he was there was, one, no one knows he's evil now, and two,
right?
Yeah, he it was like a presenting his royal majesty,
okay.
kind of thing.
I mean, how can you not tell Scar's evil? He's like emo, so obviously.
Yeah. Well, in this movie, it's hard to tell he's evil because he just looks like a lion.
Yeah, really skinny.
But
lion.
Yeah, but his mannerisms are probably as explicitly evil as original Scar's. It's just like done straight instead of like, in the original movie, like Scar's like, oh, the cliffside is to die for. And it's like, oh, he's going to kill someone with the stampede in the cliffs. But in this movie, he's just like, it'll be to die for. It's like, whoa, you freaked me out. How did no one suspect you?
Yeah, no one normal talks like that, but okay.
Yeah. Like in the original one, he was very charismatic and outgoing. He just happened to have evil ambitions.
Yeah, and he said, be prepared.
He did say be prepared at least twice.
At least twice.
He went, a lot of insulting, and my friend is molting, and someone is pulling my hair, and my favorite fruit, it is a pear.
Yep.
Be prepared.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
Copyright claims this, I'm gonna have a conniption.
I'd be impressed.
That was my Weird Owl parody.
Yeah, it's a parody, YouTube. Calm down.
Yeah. Come on, YouTube, chill out. I know you're chomping at the bit to take down the movie grits titan, but listen, we've got at least 18 lawyers on our side, and most of them aren't even imaginary.
Most of them aren't VTuber characters.
Yeah, you know how fast it'll take for me to get another lawyer? I just crack open Clip Studio Paint and draw a guy with a suitcase, and that's our 19th lawyer right there.
Yeah, so watch out.
Yibbidi-bada squash banana. Wow. He slurps it up.
Yeah, like...
Here, my friend, I want you to be next to the beetles. And then the beetles start ripping the caterpillar to shreds.
Yeah, it's like, whoa. I instantly like this movie a little bit more.
I love watching caterpillars get carnaged.
Carnaged.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna look like Simba. What the frick?
How? Why do this? Didn't he draw it on the rock in the original? Like, what is this? Is he like a fortune teller now?
Or like yeah, he's wow, I just wanted to do like some fun art. It looks just like Simba.
Like, I know he's like a shaman, but like that was a bit ridiculous, I feel like.
The world is moving at the behest of the drawing.
Whoa! Please don't do that.
I control nature itself! Why am I not the king?
Yeah, he's like a god among cats.
You are all amoeba and I am a god.
Wow.
Dad, are you dead?
Not yet,
It's
son.
not Act 2 yet. Wake up.
Yes.
No, James Earl Jones just got really tuckered out because he's like 97. And so they had to animate him, Mufasa sleeping in this scene. They're like, Mr. Jones? Mr. Earl Jones?
Yeah,
He's
Mr. Earl
like,
Jones.
I'm sleeping.
My thing is, they're just recreating the movie. Like,
Why?
the lines are all the same. It's like, what's the point of this? It's the same
And the things
thing
they
again.
change don't make it better.
Yeah.
Like, everyone being a stone-faced stoic animal doesn't make a drama better. It makes it worse.
Like, here's what I thought they were going to do. Because I remember when this was being made, they're boasting about they're all, like, culturally appropriate cast or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. They're making a live-action Lion King, right?
They're
like
all going to run around in their Broadway costumes.
No, not like that. Just like, like a, make it a human version of the Lion King. Which it could very well be.
Like just a Shakespeare play or something.
Yeah.
Essentially.
They just made it again. I was like, okay.
And boy, for as much as like people with brain cells are rubbed together hate this movie, they made their money back.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not surprising to see like so-and-so cast as Flounder in the Little Mermaid live action remake. Such and such cast as Pleakley in the Lilo and Stitch live action remake. And it's like, I hate the concept of that happening, but there's so many people who are just so used to Disney being a part of their lives that they don't stop and think, wait a second, this already exists, and like, it's fine the way it is.
Yeah, like, what was
Do
wrong
I
with the
need to
original?
give them my money?
Yeah, because if they're like, yeah, we're gonna do this culturally appropriately, and then they make the exact same movie again, it's like, oh, what did you fix? Like,
I also want to say, at the end of the day, I know this takes place in like the plains of Africa.
yeah,
They're all animals, Like,
yeah,
I feel if we're, I'll be the one to say it. If we're doing a quote unquote diverse cast, then the implications of making all the black people animals.
yeah, it's not great, and that's why I thought it was gonna be like live action with like people and like a tribe versus another tribe. Like that would be a really cool spin on it.
Yeah,
But
that
no.
would be the way that like they do that so much with Cinderella, where
Yeah.
it's like it's Cinderella but with a modern twist.
Yeah.
So many people do that. I guess the reason you don't see that as much with Lion King is it's one of the 4 instances where Disney actually has an original property.
Surprising.
Yeah. The only ones I can think of are Tron, which I don't know. The video game might have come first, and maybe they just made a movie on the game. I don't know. This kind of The Emperor's New Groove. I think Emperor's New Groove is supposed to be like a fun spin on like The Emperor's New Clothes.
Yeah.
Hence the name.
Yeah.
Chicken Little kind of in the same vein. Lilo and Stitch and Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. And then, of course, by default, they get to acquire everything. Pixar is created on their own because they bought Pixar.
Yeah, and like I was trying to think, is Encanto Disney or Pixar? I think it's Pixar. I think it's. I was about to say I think it's Disney because like it's passable, and a lot of what Pixar has done recently. Turning Red was fine, but you know, with like Lightyear and some of the other ones.
Yeah, they got
the dinosaur.
They got Disney all over them, and it's not going good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Encanto was Disney.
You could tell because they didn't have like the Steven Universe mouths.
Yeah, that's true. Pixar movies. Come on, Pixar, do better.
Imagine if Lightyear was like still in that weird, gritty sci-fi style, but they had like literally the only difference is they had the like Steven Universe mouths. That'd be really funny.
I'm looking
They'll
at
have the
their
bean
lineup.
mouths. They go.
Oh, they had Incredibles 2 and Coco, I think, are the last one, like Pixar movies that I've seen that I really liked.
I'm sorry, but I think Scar said you might want to stay downwind, and that makes it. The first thing I think is he's about to fart, and he wants Simba to be in the crosshairs.
Simba, I know you're my nephew, and I'm gonna hate you, but like, watch out.
You might want to back up. Anyway, what were you saying? It's so weird. You've no idea. I hate you. What was that? I was just kidding. Ha,
I was coughing.
Cough, cough. My dad said I can do anything I want. Well, I'm going to kill you both.
Wait, was his plan to kill both of them or just Mufasa?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, his plan was to kill both of them.
Oh, okay, well, he didn't do that. He failed.
That's true. And that's why he tried to get the hyenas to kill Simba after the stampede.
Oh, right. Yes. See, I haven't seen this movie in forever.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even seen The Lion King in a good while, but listen, the plot, it's a little more tightly knit than you think. He does try to like reverse psychology Simba into getting like massacred at the elephant graveyard. And then when that doesn't work, he's just like, well, dang, I gotta get rid of Mufasa too. Okay, I'll do a stampede. See, why is he like all foreboding like that? Like we understood he was the villain in the original one. Yeah. Like even before he was on all the marketing for like iconic Disney villains. You've got Cruella, you've got Ursula, and you've got Scar. Like even before all that, we understood because he said like stuff that had a double meaning and it was very clever. And now he's just like, like, Scar, I hope I never die. Well, I wish I had $1 million.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's a little on the nose.
What is up with these cats?
All right, you can go now. They've all been eating the beans. Too much of the beans. SMH.
Zazu made chili last night, I see.
Sire, I made chili for you and your family. Thank you, Zazu.
Souza.
I was about to call him Scar.
Scar.
Thank you, Scar. I'm not Scar, sire. Oh, who are you?
Who am I?
Where am I? Who am I? What am I? Anyway, the reason I do that voice for it's from a Neil Breen movie. He goes, "Who am I? What am I?" And I don't have any context, so that's all the context you get.
Okay.
Follow me to freedom, and then they run across the border to the United States.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Kind of like how when they go to Mexico in Breaking Bad and everything's yellow, once they cross the border, all of the grass is red, white, and blue. There's a gun behind every blade of grass. Wasn't that something that, like, whenever Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, they said, I mean, I know they said, like, we've awakened a sleeping beast or something like that,
yeah.
But there was, like, there's going to be a gun behind, like, every blade of grass over there. Why did we do this?
Who said that?
Maybe I'm misremembering. I thought Japan said something like that.
I don't know. That would be incredible, though, because that's hilarious.
Yeah. I know they said, though, we've awakened a sleeping beast, which definitely sounds like Japan.
They sing in this movie?
Yeah. I mean, they sang in the original. I don't know why you're surprised.
I thought they took it out of this version. Because they got rid of the Elton John song because they hate him or something.
No, I think that Elton John might have. I don't know if he like worked on this at all, but
he copyright claimed his song out of this movie.
Yeah, every trailer for The Lion King gets DMCA'd by Elton John. It just says this has been claimed by Elton John. They have songs that are just worse. And, you don't get Beyonce, the reclusive, enigmatic Beyonce, and not get her to sing a song.
Yeah, because Nala never sings anything, so they're like, well,
Maybe that's the 20 minutes. They were just like, sing to your heart's content. And she's like, where's my paycheck? And they're like, all right, put another 2 zeros on the $1 billion paycheck, and she'll sing for 20 minutes.
20 whole minutes, yeah.
Yeah, she just ad-libs. She just goes for 20 minutes.
She turns into Scatman, okay. It's like, okay. This is great.
It has contributes nothing to the movie.
Yeah.
They were literally just like, you know what, this movie needs Beyonce. Which I know there are people out there who do think like that. They're like, oh my gosh, Queen Bee.
Queen Bee.
Oh my gosh, Queen Bee. They're like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. They go, mine. And they're like, Queen Bee.
Yeah, I was never a Beyonce fan. Like, I don't hate Beyonce, just don't listen to Beyonce.
Yeah, I thought nothing of her, which is to say I was neutral. Up until this movie came out, and then all the behind-the-scenes stuff where they were like, oh my gosh, what was it like meeting Beyonce? And all the actors had to find like the most corporate, nice way possible to say I haven't met her even though I'm in the movie with her.
Yeah.
And then there's like the shot of the entire cast, and they photoshopped her into it.
Did they really?
Yeah, like, I don't even know if any of these people met her, and that just really rubs me the wrong way. Like, you're so self-important, you can't meet your co-stars. Like,
yeah, what? That's weird.
Yeah.
Time to
I'm
Google.
just so important because I make music, and I'm the only person in the world who does that, so I can't meet anyone. Like,
Beyonce,
like, woman, you know who Mufasa is? And he's, I mean, if he didn't meet anyone, it's because he needed to go back to the retirement home and take his meds. But I'm sure he would have been fine, if he wasn't like 115 years old at this point.
Yeah.
And that's Darth freaking Vader right there. What did you do? All the single ladies and what else? I'm sure there's other things, but I don't know them. Anyway. Like I said, it rubbed me the wrong way, so I don't really like Beyonce now.
Yeah.
Nacho
so
time.
Weird.
Good nachos for a bad movie. That shot didn't look very good. Not animated My Great Aunt Sally.
Now why wasn't she in the picture?
I don't know. I wish I had an answer. That wasn't just she's so self-important that she didn't want to go. I don't know.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see what Google says.
Okay. You look up why wasn't Beyonce in the Lion King picture, and they just go, OMG Queen Bee Slay. And that's the only answer. They're just like so over the moon for her. I just don't get it. Like, sure, it's cool when people make good music, but like, they're a person, you know?
Yeah,
Very fallible person who is just as godlike as any other musician.
Yeah, I mean, all that I'm seeing is that they're like, yep, she wasn't there because she couldn't show up, and there's no reason why she didn't show up. Because I know she's had babies before, so maybe she was having a baby, but I don't think so. So that's kind of funny.
I know she did show up to the premiere, but I think she like left early.
Oh my. Yeah. This is not helping Beyonce's case. I play the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was busy. Maybe she's got stuff going on, you know. Maybe
that's why I made the joke about the Illuminati in the last episode. Because I was like, she thinks she's ascended because she made a lot of money and married a man who also makes a lot of money, so they're making a lot of money together. Yeah. They're like,
goals, but
I don't have time for peons like Hollywood.
The whole reason I'm rich.
I already have disdain for Hollywood, so when I'm kind of sticking up for them, you know that someone's rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, that's kind of like a wow.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah. Hyenas!
It's them! It's Whoopi Goldberg, Cheech Marin, and Jim Cummings.
Okay. Someone did their research.
Well, I was like born the year the original came out, so naturally I know the cast.
Oh, the back original?
Of my head. Yeah, the original.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and assume none of them are in this.
Okay. That doesn't sound like them.
That might be him. I don't know.
I mean, hyenas are nasty.
Dude, I saw a picture of one, and it was the cutest thing. I'm sure a decrepit villain in a Disney movie hyena is gonna look gross, but
no, they're kind of scary.
I wish that was Ed, and he like comes around the corner, and they're waiting for like a villain speech, and he just goes.
Oh wow, this one's got like guts all over its face. That's pretty crazy.
I just finished eating your family. I don't even think Ed is in this one.
Like Ed, and Eddie?
Yeah. Sorry, Double D. I wanted to pet the lion.
These are the weirdest looking dogs, I swear.
Well, they're hyenas.
Well, of course, but they're dogs.
Yeah. They do look strange, but they're cute in their own way. But like I said, this is a movie where they're vilified, so they're not gonna like really reach, or go for the cute aspect,
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about like the real life hyena's body proportions. They got these really long necks. It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's so that they can stick
stuff.
their heads into the holes at the elephant graveyards and eat the Lion King.
Ah, yes. They're great tunnelers, apparently.
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. That's from Lion King 1.5.
Oh, okay.
Which is infinitely better than this movie.
Why don't they have them laugh like hyenas?
Yeah. Why couldn't they have had Jim Cummings do the Ed laugh there?
Yeah. They would have been so dead. It's Aslan.
They should do a Lion King 2 where Mufasa and Aslan fight. Spoilers, Aslan would win.
Well, Aslan is God, isn't he? Like,
yeah.
He wins.
He's literally Jesus as a lion. And Mufasa's dead. So
yeah, I guess he wins by default, but
okay, fine. Aslan versus Simba. Simba loses.
Oh, Simba would lose, to Mufasa. Like, come on.
Matthew Broderick lion versus literally Jesus Christ as a lion. I think Matthew Broderick loses that one.
I think. Although, Matthew Broderick.
I mean, he could use some go-go gadget powers. I'm sure that somehow, that's
Go-Go
God's
Gadget
weakness.
beat Jesus.
That would, yeah. Inspector Gadget becomes like a JRPG anime protagonist where it's all about killing God and being your own God.
Ah, yes.
Go-Go Gadget, I don't believe in God anymore. Oh no!
Oh no!
You
said
unlocked
the
the
spell.
secret power.
Oh, there's a mosquito.
That was Zazu.
I think I got the mosquito.
Oh, okay. Zazu. What is it, sire? Take Nala back to tell Simba not to stand downstream.
Tell Simba to die.
Tell Simba I hate him.
I hate how bird-like this bird is. It's very off-putting.
Yeah, he's like more bird-like than an actual bird. I think the only bird that looks more bird-like than him are like those shoe bills that look like evil dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Every other bird I've ever seen is like varying degrees of cute, but Zazu in this movie is just like, looks predatory. I don't know how else to, like a dinosaur.
Well, he looks like brain dead, like most birds look like.
How dare you? I mean, they do kind of, but you can tell, like with a bird, they look brain dead, but you can tell something's going on in there. They're always like looking around and observing stuff. Always. They're really smart. And I know you're not saying they aren't, but
I forget you have birds because I was about to like put on the bird hate train hardcore style.
I mean, you can. It's not going to like kill my birds.
I'm just talking about like outside birds.
Mm-hmm.
They look very stupid.
Well, they have the eyes on the sides of their head.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help because, like I said, they're very observant creatures. Like, generally speaking, birds across the board, especially parrots, are very smart. But because they have, like, that, there's, like, the predator eyes where they're, like, in the front of their head, and then there's, like, the prey eyes where they're on the sides.
Yeah.
And most birds have them on the sides.
Yes.
So, as they're looking around, observing their environment like they do, because they're very curious, like genuinely they're so smart their brain has to be stimulated, especially like a parakeet, a cockatiel, stuff like what I have. They'll start like harming themselves if they don't have something stimulating their brain 24/7. They're just like that. Like some parrots, it's literally having like a child that just never grows up. They're that smart.
iPad kid, but it's your bird.
Yeah.
This iPad is for my bird.
Sometimes I do like play music for them. Just like put in Smash Brothers and play the soundtrack and then go to work. But yeah, since I think the combination of, their eyes tend to be pretty dilated and just like very marbly,
Yeah.
Just, it's not like a cat where they have very noticeable, unique pupils. And the fact that they're always looking around, observing everything, and the fact that they have one eye on each side of the head, they're gonna look pretty stupid because they're always just like bobbing around looking at everything. But to actually look at something, they have to turn their head 90 degrees in the other direction.
Yeah,
like
it's unfortunate.
If I like show Grandpa Joe something, he'll stare at it intently by looking off to the left. It's really funny.
Good.
Yeah.
Typical bird.
All that being said, with Zazu, it looks like I'm looking at a reanimated corpse. It doesn't look like, he's like, because he's like doing the looking around weird animatronic head bob that birds do, but he's talking while he does it,
Yeah.
So it feels like he's just doing what he's been programmed to do by like a witch doctor or something.
Witch doctor.
Just like observing the environment and talking at the same time, like he's been programmed to just like act like a bird while he talks in English to this lion.
Yeah, it's like a really weird.
Mm-hmm. And it's like birds actually do that kind of stuff, like there are parakeets that learn English and they're just looking around being silly and talking at the same time, but it doesn't look like a dead creature that's been reanimated. It just looks like a really curious, hyperactive tater tot thing.
Yeah, that's a good way. These hyenas and even Scar look like they're corpses.
Mm-hmm.
Which
well,
I
they
guess...
don't. I mean, even an animal like a bird can show like emotions in various ways, and you don't see a lot of that in this movie.
Yeah, I will say when I see videos of like little birdies, like people will set up a perch in the shower so that their bird can just like get wet because birds like to get wet, and it's so cute because they look so happy.
Yeah. One thing I regret is that I didn't get a bird that wasn't like super young because, you know, like Grandpa definitely likes my company, but you can tell he lived a bit of a life before he met me. And even though he knows like my hands are the hands that feed him, my arm is, you know, the perch that he uses whenever I bring him out of the cage. He's still like really skittish about hands and will just like get really mad out of nowhere. So it's like
trauma.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just a biter. You know, sometimes animals are just aggressive for no reason.
Yeah.
Or if, he had like something happen in the past. And then Angus I got from a pet store. And he was used to, I don't know how old he is. He seems pretty young. But, I mean, not at this point. At this point, he's like, you know, at least 5-6 years old. Even if I bought him as he was an infant. Is this supposed to be Prepared?
I think so, yeah.
He's saying it. It's like the best song in the movie.
There's a shocking lack of green smoke going on.
And a shocking lack of...
Oh, he's singing.
Third Reich-esque goose stepping.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Man.
Maybe this actor couldn't sing. Who's the actor?
Then why would... I mean, it's not even a matter of then why would you cast him? Because Matthew Broderick, I don't... Like, they had other actors to do the singing, you know?
Yeah.
I guess we just live in an era where they want to, like, cut corners, so it's like, you better know how to sing already.
Oh, it's like Ian McKellen in Cats. Like, homie, he tried.
I don't want to think about that movie,
there.
Aspen.
Too bad.
It's like Ian McKellen in the movie equivalent to Voldemort. We just don't talk about him, okay?
Don't say the name. Oh, is Mufasa about to get it? Okay, so this movie is moving pretty fast. What is the extra 30 minutes? I'm so confused.
Yeah, we're 37 minutes in, and we're about to see, like, the climax of Act 2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Act 2 is like a combination of Mufasa's death and Hakuna Matata.
I think the end of Act 1 is Mufasa's death, and Act 2 is Hakuna Matata.
I mean, that's the only way it can work. Because, like, once you leave Hakuna Matata, literally all that's left is, I saw my dad in the clouds, and now I feel like a big lion boy, and then you go fight Scar. And then the movie's over. I'll check up on you later. Don't stand downstream. Don't stand downwind. Whatever it is. But he would say evil. He'd be like, please do stand downwind.
Yeah, exactly.
I made sure to eat ghost peppers and beans today.
Ghost peppers and those Korean noodles that destroy your stomach.
Well, a dragonfly. I'm like Spyro now.
Sparks, is that you?
Oh no, Sparks!
No!
I have
Spyro!
1 hit point left.
Sparks got it.
That's okay. He can kill that chameleon, and Sparks will come back and eat the butterfly that comes out of him.
Yeah. Why does this cat look so much like Chip?
Because he's a cat.
Wait, Beans doesn't look like that. That looks like Chip.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Jon Favreau was like, rule number 1 of the Lion King remake, make Simba look like cheese as much as possible.
It just makes me want my cheese. Where's my cheese?
I'm sure he'll show up.
He probably will. If history is anything, he'll show up.
I think I could count on one hand the amount of Movie Grits recordings he hasn't shown up for.
Yeah, one of them was because he literally wasn't here.
Dude, just jump on one of their backs. Just do a backflip onto a wildebeest.
There's no way this tiny little cat baby would be faster than wildebeests.
I don't know. I'm not a wildebeestologist, so I wouldn't know.
Well, they're supposed to be faster than lions because they're supposed to run away from them.
That's a good point. Simba,
why aren't you down there?
Yeah, then why don't you get down there? Onto the stick. A wildebeest weakness.
I'm gonna cry just because this cat is so cute, and I'm thinking of Chip. Like, what if this was Chip?
Well, then I guess Chip's father would die, and then Chip would banish himself to an oasis with a meerkat and a warthog until the love of his life, as an adult, comes and finds him and urges him to come back home so that he can fight his evil uncle and usurp the throne from him.
I don't think that would happen. Chip is very stupid.
Well, then...
And I don't think he can sing very well.
That's okay. They can hire a singing actor for Chip.
Ah, okay, good.
Zazu, go help him. What do you want Zazu to do? He's a...
Emotional support.
Yeah, go... I don't know. Yeah, just fly around and say, help is on the way! Help is on the way! Oh.
Can't he just roar real big and then the wildebeest will be like, oh, it's a lion?
Yeah, they'll all bow down to him and be like, it's him, the Circle of Life guy! Simba!
How many wildebeests are there? Just hang on. They'll be gone eventually, right?
There's 8 million. Every wildebeest in human existence is in this stampede right now.
Just kidding. Mufasa just ate it.
If they added 20 extra minutes to this movie, why didn't they explain how all of these wildebeests came to be in this valley?
I know.
Did the hyenas rounded up every wildebeest in the Pride
Africa?
lands? Yeah. And then we're like, we need y'all to stand here. We've got a surprise for you. We've got a Wilda for you. And they're like, ooh, I do love a Wilda. That's what I'm named after. And then they're all just standing there getting real anxious because they don't know where the Wilda is. And then they just hear a big noise and they all go, what? And then they all run into the valley at the same time.
Yeah, I want the 20-minute setup of all of that.
Just expecting a concert or something at the edge of this valley.
I'm saying, as Simba, even though technically it's not his fault his dad is dead, even though it kind of is, he would never get over that. Mm-hmm. Ever.
I mean, maybe he would, but it would take a while, and that's not to say he'd be like, my dad's dead. So what? It would be a very traumatic thing, but...
Also, this is kind of embarrassing. He's a cat. He can't climb up a wall.
Yeah. If y'all are known...
that was so bad.
Yeah, he didn't throw him. He just
went... He didn't say it good. He said, long live the king.
Yeah. You gotta go, long live the king. But he went,
and then the realization in his eyes. Ah.
Yeah. You do what they did with Gaston when he falls to his death, where they animate skulls in his eyes for one frame.
Wait, I didn't know that. Hold up.
Yeah, they did that in the animated Beauty and the Beast. I hate that I have to specify that. Whenever Gaston falls into the river. I mean, you could just look up a screenshot. We don't have to watch it. I mean, we could. I'm not saying we can't, but...
You don't want to watch an hour and a half just for one frame?
It's we could watch it, but if your reason for watching it is one frame in Act 3, then just look up the frame.
But it won't be as impactful.
Gaston skull eyes.
Yeah, okay, so Mufasa death scene, I'd say 0 out of 10. I felt nothing, and I didn't cry, so bad. Long Live the King was like bad. That. I will give half a point for them replicating the roar that Mufasa did in the animation.
Yeah, there are. He didn't. Did he go like ah?
He
like
did.
He did in the original.
Did. It was. Yes.
Now, there's a YouTuber named Your Movie Sucks, and he has picked this movie apart because he loves the original so much and he hates this one so much.
Yeah.
And he uncovered a bit of a conspiracy where...
Ooh, Illuminati.
So, yeah, he discovered that Beyonce's in the Illuminati. But,
no!
So if you go back and you listen to James Earl Jones's performance in this movie, there's like 2 types of voice takes. He is literally 90-something years old and doesn't have the energy to like sound the way he did as Mufasa in the 90s anymore.
Yeah.
And then there's, he got like a suspicious amount of energy in that take. And what he did was he went back and like compared some of those more energetic takes to like takes and like deleted scenes.
Oh no.
And even just straight up from the original movie and like compared them, and some of them were like exact. So it's like a combination of James Earl Jones literally sitting there in like a wheelchair, like a raisin man because he's so old, just like where's Simba? And then all of a sudden it'll be like Simba, and then you go watch some random scene from the original movie, and he does exactly Simba just like that, and
identically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I hate it whenever when Disney does stuff like this where like they have a very specific vision and they like intrude on other properties and stuff to like make this thing that they want to make happen. And it's not even like a work of art. This is literally just an inferior version of something that was made in the 90s, like that, where it reminds me of like George Lucas redoing like the original trilogy to like make it more coherent with the prequels. It's like, dude, we can just infer that Palpatine, this is Emperor Palpatine. He might look different, but that's because you cast another actor. That's okay. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like it when people do that. And by people, I mean like companies like this.
Yeah.
That and like, using like the likeness of dead actors and stuff in Star Wars movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's really creepy and sets a weird slippery slope precedent, Like, bringing back as cool as having Tarkin back in Rogue One was, the guy who played him has been dead since I was like a child. So, that's weird.
Yeah, it's just like...
It's like an AI deep fake of a dead man.
Yeah,
that's
it
strange.
is a deep fake. And then didn't they do that to Carrie Fisher too?
I want to say... Sorry, my mouth's full.
I got a big nacho bite.
So did. I want to say she was still alive when they did that with Rogue One. Mm-hmm. They were just like, just throw some CG on a woman, make it look like Carrie Fisher when she was young. And, someone's knocking on my door.
Oh, no. Cake, round 2.
Yeah. Hold on.
O'Reilly. Auto farts. That's what this movie's about. And is sponsored. It's not sponsored.
Sorry.
Is it cake?
No, it's not cake.
Boo.
My stepdad was showing off the new room.
You just got like strangers in your house.
No, on the phone.
I see.
Guys,
okay.
It's still just like, I don't know what's going to be said, So, anyway, Mufasa's death. I choked on a nacho.
So, chokeable nachos.
Listen, they're dry.
Don't they got cheese on them?
They do, but the cheese is cold. It's not melted anymore. I miss my friend. It's too bad I will grow up and be Beyonce, and I'll have to scat for 20 minutes.
Oh my god,
things
I'm married
couldn't
now.
get any worse. I have to marry Zazu now.
Yeah, there's no other male, so I guess.
Nala, you will marry me. Okay.
Yeah, doesn't that mean Nala and Simba are like related, right?
Probably.
That's questionable.
It's also just like lions in the wild. It's not like humans.
Yeah, but it's also like that's stupid. You're gonna get inbred problems, stupid lions.
Listen, royal families in the past did that and didn't seem to have any problems with it. I'm not saying they didn't have consequences. I'm saying they didn't have problems with doing that.
Oh, yeah. I was like, they definitely had problems.
I understand there is a problem with doing that. I'm saying they didn't have any moral qualms with it.
Yeah, no more qualms. Physical qualms, many.
Just because generations of inbreeding led to royal family members looking like Danny DeVito's penguin doesn't mean it was a bad thing, okay?
Morally.
Rafiki to you-ing. What does that mean?
I don't know.
And they didn't go into any effort. And I know this is like a community site. It's not like, you know. I mean, Disney hired a community site.
Of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm impressed he's like balancing on that wall of sand.
Is he in the middle of the desert? He would be dead.
Nah, he's fine.
Also, there would definitely be more sand falling. I've walked on sand dunes, okay? And that's just not real. Mm-mm.
It's all packed together real hard. That's the part of the sand dunes where God made sure to pack the sand real tight.
Yeah. Just for Simba.
Yeah. And here's the part of every sand dune desert where it looks like where the bugs fight the bird in A Bug's Life.
Where you just die. You crumple up and die.
That's the crumple up and die place.
Oh, here we go, here we go,
there's
here
the
we go.
bird.
Oh, wait, no.
There's this is A Bug's Life 2 where the bird has a family and they all attack the bugs.
Yeah. That bird scared me so much as a kid.
And it was just like a songbird.
Yeah.
But
like,
yeah, but then it's like it goes like it has like the dinosaur yell.
Yeah, it does. I don't think vultures like eat things until they've already been eaten on.
They typically wait for something to be dead already.
Yeah. Oh, here he is.
It's
Donkey
Seth
Kong.
Rogen. Yeah, it's him. He goes, I'm going to throw a barrel at you.
Does that mean Seth Rogen sings in this movie? I'm not ready for that.
He does to the best of his ability, to my knowledge. He goes, I was a young warthog.
Discord thought that was just too nasty for me to hear. So...
Well, I can turn up the movie so that you can hear the equally as nasty part that I just replicated.
Okay, I guess we'll hear it. Is this John Mulaney?
I don't know who that is.
No, it's not. Okay.
Okay. Who's John Mulaney?
That's Jack Horner, isn't it?
Oh.
That's his name, right? John Mulaney? Did I say Jack
Your
Mulaney?
guess is as good as mine. I think you said John Mulaney. I don't know.
Now I'm confused.
I don't know who this is. I know Seth Rogen because I've heard the name, unfortunately. But let's see. Who voiced Timon in 2019 Lion King? It's Billy Eichner.
Okay, yeah.
Man, why didn't they bring back Nathan Lane and whoever voiced Pumbaa in the original? Like, we need to take a step back and put things into perspective. Timon and Pumbaa aren't just side characters in a Lion King movie. They were, like, big fan favorite characters to the point that they got their own movie and their own TV show. I just want to put things into perspective. But for some reason, the only actor who comes back is Mufasa's.
Yes.
Why is this? Why are things this way?
Probably because he was the only person that they could convince because he's so old and raisin-like you said.
Dude,
everyone else was like, I want nothing to do with that. And also, they're all white, unfortunately. So
that is, hey, you said it, not me.
the
guy who voiced Scar was asked on Larry King if he was going to be returning, and he said they never even approached him.
Yeah, because he's white. He's white.
He's white. But he's also Scar!
It's too bad he's white.
But in the movie, he's a lion. It doesn't matter. I wonder if the viewer heard my throat go whenever I said that.
I hope.
I hope
that
too.
would be very movie grits.
Yeah.
Of us.
For me to get all worked up in my throat to respond by going,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They can't even harmonize because Seth Rogen doesn't even know how to sing. And they didn't get a singing actor for him.
Of course.
Yeah. It's supposed to go, it's our problem free. And then, it's our problem free.
Yeah, there's supposed to be some harmony going on here.
Yeah. But instead, it's just both of them doing the main part.
Because they have... Oh my... I bet you it took them like 40 takes and that was the best one they got out of it. That was so bad.
I'd love like a behind the scenes featurette of him just trying his best. And he's like, when he was a young one. They're like, let's do another one. He's like, can we take a break? My throat hurts.
And they did that every day for the next 40 days until they got the right one.
Yeah. They spent an entire week of recording for him to say 6 words in a sing-song voice. What a wonderful phrase.
That was pretty close, Seth Rogen.
If you want to do a Seth Rogen impression, you just burp.
Yeah.
And talk. For the rest of your days. Should have cast me as Simba.
Yeah, there you go. But he's white.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm blue.
I mean...
Tug's collar.
I'm a tree. Wait, what do you mean?
Jump in the river, do it.
Wow, that looks green screened and this is all fake. It just looks so bad.
It looks like animated characters in a really boring world.
Got him.
It's like The Good Dinosaur, but at least The Good Dinosaur's characters were colorful.
Yeah, at least they were like characters.
Yeah, they were characters. It wasn't just looking at weird not animals. It sounded like he went Donkey Kong.
Yeah, a little bit.
The prophecy.
The prophecy.
And they're not even going to make the bugs look good. You know, in the original, I wanted to eat bugs after this scene.
I know, right?
I was like, it didn't register in my brain. I was watching Simba eat a millipede. You know, I was just like, oh, he looks so juicy.
Yeah.
He looks like candy. Is he going to just split that thing in half?
Yeah, like, why is he massaging it like that?
I love this. How does that feel?
He's just, like, squishing it to death. I mean, that's not too weird. I mean,
Slurny? Slurny, yet satisfying.
Slurmy?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about big cats, but I feel like they would go after a bug, just like any normal cat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Chalupa was, like, torturing a caterpillar the other day.
Yeah.
They weren't even, like, doing, like, the head bob. They were just walking.
Who is this?
I think it's Donald Glover.
He does
Simba.
sing.
He goes, this is a Simba. Don't catch him slipping now.
No, it wasn't Daniel Glover who was like, "Can you please let me finish?" That was the other guy. You know that video where he's like making cupcakes and the woman keeps interrupting him? He's like, "Can you please?"
I think
let
I
me
know what you're
finish?"
talking about. It wasn't the guy from that Vine where he's like, "You just gonna bring me a birthday present on my birthday when it's my birthday?"
Why can't I think of his name? He's like, "No." He gets punched in the head.
If you doo-doo on yourself, and I live by that.
Birthday present on my birthday. Me.
And I'll look up if you doo-doo on yourself, I live by that. If you doo-doo on yourself.
Wow.
Mama me.
I wish I could
Tyler the
type.
Creator, question mark?
I don't think I can spell good at all.
Tyler the Creator, question mark?
Yeah, Tyler the Creator. Yeah. I was just so confused by my Google
I was
results.
like, am I so dead wrong you aren't even addressing the fact that I found it?
No, I was just so baffled on my own side of things.
That looks bad.
It does look bad, yeah.
That looks like the background of a GameCube game.
What? Oh.
404! Oh! I'm gonna have a conniption.
Since Scar took over, they stopped doing agriculture? Like, is that what I'm supposed to believe here?
I think the implication, because in the original, they did a better job of explaining this in the original. The reason the hyenas work for Scar is because Scar promises that if he becomes king, they can have more. They don't have to scavenge anymore, and they'll be higher on like the hierarchy totem pole deal. And the implication, it's not really an implication, it's just how it happens. The hyenas eat everything. And so there's no circle of life anymore because, like, I guess the lions understand the responsibility they have to eat just enough, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas the hyenas are just like, man, I'm like a at 5-star class citizen now. I get to eat whatever I want. And so, like, everything just dies.
Oh, is that Nala? Can't tell because they all look the same.
And I can't hear the voice. And even if I could, I don't know what Beyonce sounds like because, you know, I don't listen to her.
I mean, didn't we just watch Pink Panther? You should know what Beyonce sounds like.
I mean, technically we looked at it, but was I actually watching it?
That's fair.
Was I not just talking over it?
That was another movie grits where we just like didn't pay attention to the movie at all.
We just went off on some like tangent about something.
AI.
Talked about AI and probably Twitter and how it sucks.
And Twitter, yeah. And I kept forgetting the thing that I was trying to say. Yep, I remember now.
That probably happened too. And I'm sure at some point we Googled someone in the movie. I've perfected the kill. I have killed this entire land. None of you managed that.
Shouldn't he be fatter now since he's been eating so much? He still looks like skinny.
That would be funny if like the most cartoonish part of the movie is it's like he's like a cartoon character that's like all plump. He just ate too much food. And he's just like rolling around. One of the hyenas rolls him around like a Katamari.
Yeah. Because he's so fat.
We will feast and you will gain no bone mass because this is not nutritious, I guess. I'm still skin and bones.
Was that a marriage proposal? We'll feast together.
I'll have to write that one down. The live action Disney remakes, they've got some good pickup lines. Mulan had the I'm in the presence of radiant beauty, and this has be by my side and we'll feast together.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's powerful stuff. Are we about to have the Kung Pao shot at the sky moment?
I think Nala has to show up first.
Oh, right. Maybe. We'll see.
Nala has to take initiative and go, you know what? I don't stand for this any longer. She goes, no more pomegranates! And then she leaves. You've never seen that video?
No.
It's like the college professor. I think she's like doing a lecture on how how you say certain things can like convey different emotions. And she's like yelling no more pomegranates. And it sounds like she's getting really upset about the stupidest thing. But it's like, no, she's like giving a lecture.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that video, but people were like, oh, this professor really doesn't like pomegranates. And I was like, what?
It's like, well, for the interest of this speech that she's giving, where she's supposed to be getting mad at something really petty, yeah, I guess she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like jumping around, shaking her fist. She's like, no more pomegranates! It's like that Vine where the guy from Penn and Teller, who isn't the one that doesn't talk, he goes, I love you, dog! And the dog gets scared.
What?
Well, they both have the same, they're like conveying the same message. That's what I'm saying.
I gotcha.
Where like the meaning, or the thing that gives your words meaning in certain instances is the emotion you put behind it. You know, no more pomegranate sounds silly, but whenever you're yelling it, it sounds like you're actually mad. I love you, dog is like a verbal sign of affection, but if you're yelling it, then it sounds like you're mad. And the dog doesn't know any different because it doesn't speak English.
Because it's a dog.
Because it's white.
That's how Cheese looks when he knows he's in trouble.
You go, I love you, Cheese! And Cheese goes, oh crap, I'm in trouble.
He's in trouble.
Here we go again. Hello, it's me! Did you forget me?
He gives Codsworth energy from Fallout 4, bringing up Fallout 4 again.
I don't know who that is.
Codsworth is the robot butler.
Oh, okay.
Something's falling off my desk. Okay.
I thought you were saying Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. And I was like, how dare you?
Codsworth.
Codsworth, Cogsworth, Bogsworth, Bodsworth, Bosley. That's Simba.
Mr. Bombastic.
Mr. Lova.
I'm just thinking of Mr. Bean again.
I know, that's this. He does the little leg shimmy.
Yeah. It's a good dance.
That's a good movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
We gotta watch it for movie grits.
If Napoleon Dynamite's on the list, we might as well put Mr. Bean's Holiday. You know what? Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
Let's just do Ubu's favorite movie month.
Yeah, there we go.
Nacho Libre, SpongeBob movie, Napoleon Dynamite, Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Boom.
And then the next month, we can do Aspen's favorite movies.
Which we already did Ratatouille.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can watch Hairspray!
We could watch Hairspray.
That would be so completely random out of everything that we've watched. But it'll be good.
All right, you gotta think of 3 more.
Yeah. Ooh. What are some of my favorite movies? I really like The Fall, which is a really artsy, more artsy film. It's not completely artsy. It's got a story.
Mm-hmm.
What other movies do I like? I always forget to write down my favorite movies and then I forget them completely.
You just gotta know them. Like
I
me.
know, I forget them though.
How dare you? You don't know yourself as well as you think you do. What is this thing?
Joker.
The moth pile? That would be interesting.
I thought Joker was pretty good.
I've never seen Joker. Not because I don't want to. I just haven't gotten around to it.
It's very interesting from like a psychological standpoint. Quite disturbing.
Ooh. You know, if we're watching like, hey, that's like a profound, good movie. Just like an actual good movie. We should put Whiplash.
Oh, yeah.
I love Whiplash. Like, I'm a comedy guy, but Whiplash is just a good film, you know? Speaking of movies I've seen. Yeah, they're eating the moth pile.
Yeah.
You want to know a movie I watched recently?
What?
I finally got around. It's a movie we talked about our first collab, Willy's Wonderland.
Yes.
It was what I expected it to be.
Is that the FNAF?
Yeah, that's the FNAF ripoff.
Yeah.
With Nicolas Cage.
I almost said Michael Jackson.
With Michael Jackson.
You know,
what are all these animatronics doing around here? One of them got me! Ow! No, Nicolas Cage doesn't say a single word in the entire movie.
I need that movie remade with Michael Jackson now.
Yeah, Disney, why don't you acquire the rights to Willy's Wonderland, acquire the rights to Michael Jackson's corpse, and then do what you did with Grand Moff Tarkin for Willy's Wonderland?
Oh, that would be so funny in a very disturbing way.
All for a meme. But yeah, it was literally what I imagined it would be. The plot didn't really make... It was more to justify the fact that the movie exists.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage's character, he's like kind of a cool action star, but just doesn't make any sense. You know, like I said, doesn't say a single word in the entire movie.
Yeah.
All he does is he goes, ah, whenever he drinks the soda.
The soda.
Yeah.
He's like
the
obsessed
soda!
with the soda.
He loves, yeah, there's literally a part where he's about to like help a girl fight an animatronic, and then his watch goes off and he leaves. He like gives her a knife and leaves so he can go drink soda.
Based character or whatever.
It was kind of a neat, it was like, honestly, I like that scene because it's comedic, because he you know, you've seen him like hand-to-hand animatronics and kill them. And he's like about to square up with another one and help her, and then his watch goes off and he leaves. But then there's like added tension because you know when his break is over, because that's what it's supposed to be. The guy who left him there to clean told him to take plenty of breaks, so he like set it in his watch. You know, whenever it goes off, I drink a soda and I play the arcade machine. But so it's like a tense scene because this girl is fighting the animatronic by herself with like a switchblade, and he's in the other room, and you're just like, is his break gonna end? You know, is she gonna live long enough for him to come back and kill the animatronic? It's like, honestly, a really comedic but fun scene.
That's good.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't completely stupid.
It was completely stupid, but it wasn't like bad. You know,
Gotcha.
It felt like it was well aware that it was ridiculous. Just kind of horror schlock. You know, they even do like we're two teenagers in a horrifying situation. You know what that means. Yeah. And then the teenagers die. Yeah, I can't think of a better time to procreate than being chased by serial killers. And yeah, just they did it all, you know. It was a very tropey movie. But what is that? Is that fur? Are they eating fur?
It's Simba's hair, and it's traveling to where Nala can find it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. One of my favorite animals is a giraffe.
Oh, giraffes are good. They're really interesting.
But I also like moose because they are terrifying.
I like dung beetles because they like poop. I'm just kidding. I think it's funny to watch. Like, I've seen dung beetles like exist. You know, one time I went camping and there was literally just a beetle doing that, and it's just this little guy with like a small turd just rolling it, and I was just like, they exist. That's so funny.
You go, queen.
But also, how is she gonna know that's Simba?
She's gonna sniff it and be like, oh.
No,
Simba?
She's going to sniff it and go, oh, it smells like poop because it was in a ball of dung.
I don't know. I don't know.
It smells like the innards of a giraffe.
And how is she going to find him based off of this hair? It's obviously gone halfway around the world at this point.
What I need to try and remember is, how does she find out Simba's alive? Because they didn't do this in the cartoon.
It's going to Mush Banana, Habadadana. That's where it's going.
Oh, I see.
She finds him because she's like hunting, because she ran away and then she attacks him, And then they're like, Nala, Simba, whoa, can you feel
Oh yeah,
the
that's
love
true.
tonight?
It's not like Rafiki sends her to him. She's just hunting in a further along area because everything around where she knows is so desolate now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
He's got himself a nice red hoodie.
Ooh, stylish.
Simba looks like the home invader from Mandela Catalog now. He turned into Tim Allen. He goes, That looks like Planet Kashyyyk from Star Wars.
It looks like Pandora.
That's an African gray.
The bird.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Awimowe.
That's the wrong movie. This isn't Kangaroo Jack. Kangaroo Jack! We have to add that to the list.
I'm surprised we haven't already. This song is in the original Lion King.
It is?
In the jungle of mine. Yeah.
This reminds me of Ace Ventura
Mm-hmm.
and Kangaroo Jack.
This is just a movie that showed up in a lot of 90s and 2000s movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Did I say a
Like
movie
a-
that shows up?
Yeah, you did.
I meant a song.
Like Smash Mouth. Somebody. Yeah. That was in every song.
In
or
the
every
jungle.
Is it Smash Mouth or Seth Rogen?
No, that would be in the jungle.
Now you die.
What did you just say?
Now you die from the Mario
Now you
trailer.
Oh yeah. Now you die.
What is happening? Whoa! Whoa!
Jump scare.
That screaming was really funny, I will admit.
Yeah, that was the best part of the movie, was when Timon and Pumbaa almost died.
That's true. And he was like, ah!
He goes,
That's what Nala did.
dude, I would have a smidge, maybe like 1 bar out of 100 potential bars of respect for Beyonce if they were like, can you do the FNAF jump scare noise? And she did it.
That shot was kind of funny. Because it was so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 respect points out of 100 for FNAF at Freddy's. Whee!
Oh, I said 1 respect point, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
But I think if they did that, she'd be like, my voice is everything. I can't be bothered to like use it unless it's in a concert.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not even going to use it to say hello to my co-stars. They're like, we're sorry, Queen Bee.
They would have recognized each other instantly because cats would have gone,
There we go.
and then they would have been.
And then they go at each other.
Wait, what?
They would do the little chirping sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am actually offended that Cheese has not showed up yet.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese,
He'll be here in a
where
moment.
are you? I want you to meet my best friend.
Simba.
Simba! More like Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas.
Simba. I thought that was Nemo. Captain Nemo.
Captain Ahab.
7 leagues under the seafloor or something.
7
like that.
million quadrillion more billion leagues under my feet.
It's a lot of leagues under your feet.
They're so far under my feet, they're just like in the stratosphere in China somewhere.
You're the spy balloon in China. That's how many
Oh,
leagues.
not
under
in
your-
China, in Missouri or something like that.
Yeah. Retaliation.
Dude, I hated so much that Balloon Boy was on the trending tab, and it wasn't an animatronic.
There's that old story about the fake balloon boy.
They were like, oh guys, you remember the Balloon Boy? And I'm like, oh yeah, I do. He's from FNAF 2. Where is he?
Hello.
Hi.
The amount of times I use the Balloon Boy hello in video edits for clients is way too many times. Hello? I'm proud to say I keep that meme alive.
Nice. That's a good one to keep alive.
You'd be proud I used an Arrested Development thing in a meme.
I would be proud if you told me which one it was.
It was when ew, they're singing.
Neither of these people can sing. Ew.
When George Michael's all sad and he's doing the little
Bing, bing, bing,
yeah.
bing. That's a classic bit.
Yeah, the little what is it? Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah,
that's not.
Yep, that's it. The Christmas time is here from Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Christmas time is here. I'm glad someone in this world other than me heard that song and thought, that doesn't sound happy, that sounds sad. And so they co-opted that happy Christmas carol into a song that's supposed to encapsulate someone's depression.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like a happy song. Christmas time is here.
I'm mad that they got rid of Elton John. So rude.
Yeah, Nala should have been voiced by Elton John.
He's white.
He's white. But he's the gardener from Country Bears.
Oh, that's true.
They should have gotten Ted Betterhead to voice Nala.
That'd be something. A fictional character to voice a fictional character.
Yeah. Put Rex Kwon Do from Napoleon Dynamite back in the animatronic bear suit. And then put him in a recording booth.
Yes.
He has to get back into the headspace of Ted Betterhead. I forget if it's Ted who was the wedding singer or Fred. One wore the overalls and one looked
I feel
like
Fred is more a country bear sounding name.
Yeah. And Ted is the one who's like, I sing at weddings now, but I'd prefer that over singing with you knuckleheads ever again.
The most 2000s line ever.
And then Fred Betterhead is like, oh, Ted, I'm gonna kill you, and then punches his lights out.
Yeah. And that was the violence.
Yeah, and Christopher Walken is like, I didn't have to do anything. They killed each other.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
What they should have done is had like an Act 3 battle with Christopher Walken where he levels up into his great ape form from the Jungle Book.
Oh.
He goes, now you cannot destroy me because I am King Louis.
That would be an interesting plot twist.
They own the character. Why? I mean, I was about to say, why didn't they do that? As if that was a feasible thing for them to do. But it would have made the movie infinitely more interesting.
That's true. Yeah.
If the banker like goes Super Saiyan and turns into a great ape.
I mean, yeah, it would fit with King Louis.
He literally just turns into King Louis. I love that visual. And then they have to like team up with the power of music to defeat him. The kick it into gear waitress comes back and helps them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Queen Latifah and like the bar she works at comes to help them. And the cops with their new hairdos and lack of mustaches come to help them.
I need a new Twitter banner after all.
It'd be like Spy Kids 3D, where like literally everyone they'd ever met in the entire trilogy comes back to help them fight Sylvester Stallone and a big robot. Yeah. But instead of Sylvester Stallone and a big robot, it's a giant monkey voiced by Christopher Walken.
Tempting.
Just saying, Disney. If y'all are making live action remakes, make a live action remake of the Country Bears. You can even get Haley Joel Osment back as Barry. He'll just sound different.
He looks the same, though.
Yeah, he looks the same, just with a beard, and it doesn't matter because he'll be in the suit.
Okay, now he's gonna go talk to this guy.
Hello, Sky. It's me. You haven't been returning my calls.
I know that language.
I don't.
It's I can't even pronounce it right because I can't do the click sound that it starts with. But there's this person I watch on YouTube who speaks Hosa, and I like watched her video on how to speak or do the clicks. Obviously, I don't know how to do it. But I was, real life application. There we go. Look at me, educated.
This is why Disney made this movie. For moments like this, where someone can say, I've heard of that language.
Yeah. I'm surprised these subtitles spelled it correctly, considering.
They spelled slimy wrong.
What was it again? Like smimy or something?
It was like slimy. Slimy yet satisfying.
He's alive!
My dad is alive. I literally watched him get trampled to death. I was lying. He's in the sky. I'm gonna kill you.
I know. Like, why doesn't he kill Rafiki? I would kill Rafiki.
I feel like even if he's incredibly eccentric, if you're going to get any sort of wisdom in this chaotic dead world they live in, he's probably the best person to leave around, or
That's
keep
true.
around. Yeah, how else is he gonna visit his sky dad if the sage wisdom witch doctor monkey isn't around to help him go to the sky?
Did Rafiki help him in the original, or did he just kind of like look to the sky?
No, he helped him. I mean, in this, he's like chasing him, but in the original, it was like he gave him a lesson all about like not living in the past.
Yeah.
Where he bonked him on the head with the stick, and he was like, ow, what'd you do that for? And he's like, it doesn't matter, it's in the past.
That's
this
pretty
isn't
good.
The sky.
That's some like Oogway level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the beautiful traditional Chinese music starts playing, and Rafiki turns into bundles of red roots and flies through the sky. He just dissipates like a Thanos victim.
Man, Oogway's death, it makes me cry. Just thinking about him, I'm getting upset.
Like, you don't even have to go. You're not dying, you're just flying away in leaves.
He's ascending.
Simba,
Oh, here it comes. Kung Pao, here we go.
Simba, go buy me a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
I don't want to.
This is a lame version.
Yeah, I don't see him.
It's in the lightning. I didn't even see it.
They didn't even write out the SEX word in the clouds like in the original. This is a ripoff.
That's such a random... It's a tiered joke there. Because it wasn't it like SFX or something, and then everyone's like, oh my god.
That's what they said, yeah. They said we were doing it because the sound effects people wanted some credit. So they wrote sound effects in the clouds.
It's the name of their company, but yeah.
Oh. The air thing out the window started and it spooked me.
I just tried to hold back a sneeze. It didn't work very well.
Yeah, it sounded like you were laughing really strangely at that. I was like, it wasn't that funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I went, oh, the thing scared me. And you went,
well, I like held back the main sneeze, but then I choked on the nuts that I had in my mouth. I'm eating nuts. That sounded bad. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Listen, any adults in the audience would have understood. Only the silly goober children would have been like.
Unfortunately, I'm half silly goober child.
But I also understand. Yeah, you want to specify.
It's a hee-hee funny moment. You can laugh. It's fine. Viewer, laugh. I said a funny thing. I'm trying to look up the FSX thing.
Viewer, if you laugh, I'm going to track you down.
I'm trying to look up Lion King Skyward.
Skyward. This is the Beyonce song. They made her sing a new song, and it doesn't fit in with the rest of the soundtrack because it's not from the original.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lion,
is that Nala?
King, Sex Guy.
Sex Guy.
I don't know how else to put it.
It does look a lot like it, yeah.
All right, let's... Good old bastion of truth, Snopes. Let's see what they have to say. They say it's a legend? Okay. Well, thanks for your help, Snopes, you idiots. It's a legend, even though you can see it for yourself. I never seen it, because I never paid attention. Let's see. About halfway to 3, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that didn't really explain anything. No.
That definitely looks like an E.
Yeah, it definitely looks like an E.
Yeah.
But they're saying it's SFX for special effects.
That's definitely... Well, it looks like special effects X.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tom Cito insisted the letters actually spell SFX, an in-joke from the film's art and special effects, or SFX department. Yeah, okay. That looks like an E. Just saying.
Just saying, your GeForce Game Ready driver is available.
I know. I was going to say something. I didn't even know if you could see it.
I could, yes.
It's the fan favorite characters voiced by... I had a bit of a stroke there. Voiced by new people. Not worried. Was
no worries.
We're not worried. No worries. Because Hakuna Matata. That's right. We went there. That just happened.
It sounds like John Mulaney. In the face. Why?
You're not going to sing Hakuna Matata, are you?
Badly. Why?
Well, try. Why?
Oh, we gotta watch Puss in Boots on this now. It's just it's such a meme. I've said this like every episode, but
dude, I saw like a cool little like blink and you'll miss it, like go back and watch the movie and see this for yourself kind of thing. Yeah. I forget what it spells out. There's a part when like Goldilocks looks at the book.
Oh, yeah. I saw that too. It spells out you already have it.
And then the last line is, and they lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, that's a little bit of a epic foreshadowing moment.
Yeah, because she wants family. And the book is like, girl, literally.
You got one.
You stupid.
Yeah, idiot. Live bait. I love eating worms. Yeah, I know.
Did the movie just like, okay, that was, that pause was terrible.
It was, no, that was the loading screen, was Pumbaa nodding.
Yeah, it was character select mode.
Yeah, do you want to play as Timon or Pumbaa for this one?
What?
Oh, they're trying to do the funny bit that they do, but it's not going to work because they're supposed to be like, oh,
a pig, yeah, with the apple in his mouth.
Yeah, they do the "we can be a big big too" thing. But instead, he started to sing "Be Our Guest" from I was about to say Balloon Fight. My favorite song from Balloon Fight, "Be Our Guest."
Balloon Fight.
Beauty and the Beast. I was close. Start with a B.
My stick.
This was something that, like, Jon Favreau talked about. Like, he's got to have his stick. So, like, this is the big moment. And it's like, they're treating it like the third act of a Marvel movie when, like, the fan favorite character comes back or something. That, like, they're building up to. Literally him pulling a stick out of the tree.
Yeah, and it doesn't even look like a staff.
Yeah. Like, why is that impressive? He was supposed to have it the whole time. You are nothing compared to Mufasa.
Fight!
I am a robot.
Someone help her, come on.
Scar!
Scar!
Quit fighting. Scar, quit fighting my wife.
He learned how to roar finally.
Yeah, he did it. When? That doesn't seem like a thing he'd be practicing in Hakuna Matata land.
No, he probably was. Embarrassingly by himself.
Yeah, he was just... he would, like, cup his paws over his mouth and go... Rrr.
Like, that sounds pretty good.
And then Timon would be like, Simba, do I hear roaring? And he's like, no! Make sure to save me a dung beetle.
Please.
I'll be there in a minute. We won't stand up to you eating all the food anymore. How have you been eating all the food and we look healthier than you do? No.
I forget how this ends, honestly. Does
How
he
the-
kill Scar? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, assuming the movie doesn't butcher the ending, we'll find out in like 5 minutes.
I don't know. There's still apparently 25 minutes left. I have to imagine some of it's credits at this point. It has to be the credits, right?
Okay, I'll go ahead and tell... Hopefully. I'll go ahead and tell you what happens.
Yeah.
They get into... Simba and Simba and Scar get into a little bit of a spat. Mm-hmm. And then whenever, like, Scar is about to win and, like, basically do what he did to Mufasa, he goes like, I have a secret too. I killed Mufasa.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, and, like, Simba goes berserk, and then he throws him off the cliff. But he doesn't die.
Yeah, 'cause he's better.
Yeah, he becomes a better person. No, at some point he like blamed the hyenas for everything, and whenever he falls, the hyenas are down there, and he's like, I didn't mean it, and then they like rip him to shreds, and that's how he dies.
What?
Yes. That's a bit of a loaded question.
They didn't make it explicitly clear that Simba didn't see Scar throw him off the edge.
Well, he doesn't... Yeah, Simba doesn't know that Scar did that until he tells him, yeah.
I forgot that because they didn't make it clear. Oh, symbolism.
He's about to go, I killed Mufasa.
Was that Moses?
That's the burning bush.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, they needed the fire for the set piece because they had it in the original. Jon Favreau had to be like, but it has to be realistic because everything else in this movie's realistic.
How did it catch on fire in the first one?
I don't know. There just kind of was fire. I don't remember how it starts. Yeah, because it was just like a dramatic set piece. I'm sure it might have been like lightning, but it wasn't just... You know, we saw like a landscape shot and the lightning zaps a tree. You know, it was honestly looking at that back in my brain is like really silly.
Oh,
yeah, I remember. I was there. No,
all I can imagine is a little little squeak come out of that.
And then he kills himself. Coward.
I'm sorry, Daniel Glover sounds like Elijah Wood. I just see Elijah Wood screaming right now. It's so funny.
They should have cast Elijah Wood.
Doesn't it sound like Elijah Wood?
It kind of does. Get those boys away from my boy. Lions attack! That
was like the most robotic. Lions attack! Come on, Beyonce.
Yeah, they had to like mobilize the lionesses because Queen Bee was like I don't even know if the lionesses do anything in the original. They just kind of lay around, and Nala's like, I'm hungry, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find another.
In this one, she's like, charge! And then, yeah, I'm going to find a warthog and a meerkat, and I'm going to eat them up.
Is he drunk?
Possibly.
Like
Did I just go me silly? Did I did I got a little earwax in my ear? Did he call me chubby?
They did this so much better in the animation. Who's surprised?
It's like Seth Rogen doing an impression of Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
I was gonna say Rick and Morty.
Oh, I like mine better.
That's
Sorry.
fair.
Did he just call me Chubby Morty? Oh, golly jeepers! Boom, I think he did!
They never established why they hate each other. Is it because they're both women? I don't get it.
Yeah, the women have to be rivals. Because they just live in their own world, you know, the woman world.
The woman world.
Ow.
Don't know
Stupid.
What's going on?
I am scared.
He could literally fly into the sky. What is he doing?
Being an idiot.
Oh.
And that dead look in his eye when
I know.
It was supposed to be like relief or surprise washing over him, and he's just like,
It's like, okay.
I guess he's happy that something happened, that someone intervened, but I wouldn't know. He looks like an animatronic.
This is the worst climactic battle I've ever seen.
It's just
Mulan's was better.
Yeah, at least Mulan had like Rita Repulsa getting shot with an arrow.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
And like the mayor was crucified for some reason.
Yeah, and then someone fell down a giant like scaffolding. That was pretty cool.
And she like kicked an arrow out of the air.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too.
Yeah. I feel like you've used the word cool to describe live action Mulan one too many times.
We're going to have a talk about this.
Yeah. I'm curious. I know the movie's not over yet, but if like in comparison to Mulan, you were calling the Mulan part of the comparison cool, I'm wondering where live action Lion King lies in your ranking.
Well, initially, Mulan gets extra points for nuance. There is nothing new to this Lion King movie at all. It's literally the same movie. But at least in Mulan, they added new stuff. Was it good new stuff? Not necessarily, but at least it was a different movie.
I will say, they did the bit in this movie. This is playing devil's advocate. I hate this movie. But
okay.
They did the bit in this movie. Is it like you know in the Polar Express where they lose the ticket and the ticket like gets eaten by the bird and then it falls down the hill and rolls in a snowball and then they did that with Simba's hair.
Yeah, they did do that, yeah.
It got eaten by a giraffe, pooped out, and then a dung beetle got it. I would say that's probably like the best part of this movie is the fact that Simba's hair got eaten by a giraffe and crapped out and a dung beetle was in this movie.
That's pretty good. I will admit.
I don't think a dung beetle was in the cartoon.
No.
I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Run away like a little baby crying for his bottle. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
You better not stand downstream because Scar pooped his diaper again. Oh yeah,
they even did that. Oh, yeah. It's the same freaking movie, but worse.
Scar did the pocket sand.
He really did.
I could, maybe.
How do you know?
You just can't do it. It's impossible. I'm a lion like you. I could.
Dang, punched him right in the snoot.
Right in the schnoz.
Oh, they hugging.
I know that was supposed to be like a high impact jump at each other, but like it didn't. Oh, bye.
Oh, that scream was really funny.
Oh! So long, you.
And then he jumps back out of the fire, and he's all burned and charred.
Yeah, he's like magma scar. Oh my gosh, the prophecy!
Come here, baby boy.
One feline leaves the movie, and another takes its place.
Are you the new king, Chip? Well, so good of you.
To realize, but if you
he's
look
not
inside, I'm sure you'll find Katamari.
Oh, he gets eaten by the hyenas.
Yeah, he's going to get ripped to shreds, and we're going to see every second of it.
Oh, that's so metal. I remember that. That's actually pretty cool.
He comes back in the second movie, and he's like a half lion covered in fire.
He's like Darth Vader.
Yeah. He looks like a pale meatball. Hyena's belly is never full. Yowza! He goes, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
I hate not having skin. Doesn't feel good.
Those rascally hyenas took my pelt. Now I look silly.
Chip's just sitting in my lap watching the movie.
Oh, okay. Very cool. This looks like Dark Souls. It's very gray. Just like this is the Dark Souls of live-action Disney movies.
Interesting. Where's the turtle pope?
That's Elden Ring.
Oh,
it's
no.
different. That's like me saying. It's like me saying Super Mario Brothers, and you're like, but where's Zelda?
Isn't Zelda in Super Mario Bros? Oh, Smash Brothers. That's what I was thinking. Well, I'm a bit stupid.
I'm not gonna say anything.
That's fine, I know.
Are you bowing to me? What are you doing?
I think he's broken.
Is that Scar?
Yeah, it looks like Scar, doesn't it?
Now I'm really scarred. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
The credits roll.
Everywhere you look. I love you, my son.
That'd be good.
You're not my father, as far as you know.
Oh, cheese.
Say what you will about Mufasa, but he never lifted Simba up on the cliff like Rafiki. Rafiki's the real father.
He's the real dad all along.
Yeah, Rafiki is like Yondu.
Yondu, yeah.
He's like Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Mary Poppins and what's her face from Sound of Music?
Insaniac from Small Soldiers.
What? Not even close.
Insaniac from The Sound of Music.
Yeah. That's the Nazi kid's name, right?
Get this little Insaniac out of here. Take him back to the Berlin bunker for all I care.
Honestly.
He does a little Crash Bandicoot spin. They go, what a Nazi.
Yeah. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, that's what you follow up with Nazism is ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. It's The Rock. Oh my gosh. It's Dwayne Johnson. He's holding the lions like his children.
Well, did it always look like hands holding?
It always just kind of looked like the front of a ship, like a boat.
Yeah, I think in this one they try to make it look like two hands holding something up.
Rafiki is being held by The Rock.
Oh, did they name their kid Rafiki in honor of Rafiki?
Rafiki Jr.
What's this one?
That is Baby Boy.
Billy.
Billy Boy.
Billy Boy. See, I knew it was the credits. I was like, there's no way.
In the circle of Billy Boy.
Did you just pass out and smack your head on your desk?
No, I did dun-dun-dun on my desk like drums.
I just heard one.
I held that note for so long and just passed out.
Passed out, yeah.
Suck. Oh.
It's a good sound effect.
Yeah. Oh, the guitar desk is gone.
This one kind of sounds like a guitar too, not gonna lie.
I mean, other than the fact that like there are more things coming out of the desk proper, but
Yeah.
it's still kind of the same format, you know, just a big slab of wood. You know?
Yeah.
Don't know how else to put it. Anyway, what did you think of this movie?
I'm gonna say it. Worse than Mulan.
I feel like it's kind of like apples and oranges of awfulness. Mulan, well, they're both awful for like the same and different reasons at the same time.
Yeah.
Because like this one wanted to be Lion King more than Mulan wanted to be Mulan.
Yeah.
But, you know, with this, it's like they also wanted to take liberties that didn't need to happen. This whole movie didn't need to happen, but that can be said for any live action remake Disney does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also just hate it more. I hate the marketing behind it, where they're like, hey...
Eric Andre?
I'm trying to think of who Eric Andre played in this.
What? I'll look it up while you continue.
The only person I could think of he could have been was one of the hyenas.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, it's her! It's Beyonce! Oh my gosh, it's James Earl Jones! Anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember. Never too late to move today.
You're talking about how they're the same and not in terms of badness?
Yeah, like they wanted to make different decisions but still be the same movie. And it's like, then why make it? You know, just make a new thing. What's stopping you from doing that? But then also, like the marketing where they're like, it's not live action. I know we call it live action, but it's not live action. It's like, you're right, it's animation. They're like, oh, but that's the thing, it's not animation either. And it's like, yes, it literally is. And they're like, no, but it looks real. And it's like, it doesn't look real. The world has more life in it than this movie does. And they're like, yeah, but we didn't animate it. And you're like, yeah, you did, you idiot.
Yeah. You made it on a computer, right?
Yeah, and then they're like, we're the first ones to like film this totally not animated movie, like a real movie. And then it's like, no, Surf's Up did it first. And they're like, what the heck is Surf's Up? We didn't make that, so obviously it doesn't exist.
That's a good movie to add to the list.
Yeah, we can add, I was about to say we can add movie groups to the list. We can just watch all of our podcasts back to back and talk about them. Anyway. Well, this has been a fun time. I'm glad to say I didn't pay that much attention to the movie, I feel like.
OMG, I just made a connection. If you want to watch a live action version of The Lion King, watch Black Panther. Literally the same plot.
Go for it. Go do
It's the same plot. Not even joking. It just got a little bit of Marvel sprinkled on top of it.
Yeah, and it doesn't have singing. It might. I don't know. But I haven't seen it. But
No, it doesn't.
It does have Andy Serkis with a laser arm. I know that happens. It does have... What does that... I'm pretty sure that happens.
I'm trying to remember now. Andy Serkis with a laser arm.
Yeah. I know this because I remember being excited because he was going to play Claw. And Claw in the comics is like an orange sound monster with little purple pants. And he has like a radar laser gun on his arm. And what they had to like rationalize that. They couldn't just make him a sound monster with purple pants. So what they did was they made Andy Serkis's character from Age of Ultron. He got like a prosthetic arm that can like shoot lasers out of it.
Was that in Black Panther, the first one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not seeing it.
Just look up Andy Serkis Claw.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Andy.
I mean, heck, we aren't watching the movie, so I'll just look it up here.
If I can remember how to spell circus. Oh, there it is.
ANDYSERKISKLAW. Yeah, see here.
Arm laser.
Let's see. Yeah, there he is with no hand.
I don't remember him at all.
Here's a very small picture of him going.
I don't remember him in that movie at all, and apparently neither does the movie, because I couldn't find him in the lineup.
Ulysses Claw.
Well, if you get rid of Claw, the whole Killmonger, that's Scar. You have T'Challa, that's Simba.
Claw
and he gets
is
banished.
one of the hyenas, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he's Mufasa. I don't know.
Yeah, Claw is Mufasa because they both die. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Be prepared.